on guys, welcome back to another video on the Seaside Hoggy channel. Today's video is my EFL League One table prediction for the upcoming 2019-20 season. So I'm going to be ranking the teams from 24th to top of the table, obviously in the order of where I think they're going to finish in the table next season. So starting with 24th position, bottom of the league, I'm going to say Bury FC. Now, that is even if they're still going to be a football club next season, because at the minute they're on the verge of being wiped out of the Football League due to poor ownership. But in my personal opinion, serves them right. Obviously, we went to Bury away a couple of years ago, and their fans were singing "Hoist it in, fuck your club." So personally, my own belief is serves them right. I'm hoping they get kicked out of the Football League. The only reason I'm not hoping they get kicked out of the Football League is because Bury away is such a good away day. Obviously, we came away with a loss last time, went there, but it was still, the atmosphere was absolutely incredible. So yeah, I think they're going to finish 24th next season. So 23rd position is a team that are in similar circumstances to Bury, starting on minus 12 points next season. Bolton Wanderers. Awful ownership again under, I believe it's Ken Anderson. They've just taken, Bolton were absolutely dreadful last season, of course getting relegated from the Championship. But yeah, fans aren't happy at the minute with the ownership of their club as well. Of course Blackpool weren't a couple of years like last season, but we're at Blackpool on the up now, but things just seem to be getting worse and worse for Bolton, and the administration, which is going to start on minus 12 points next season. So me personally, I don't think they're going to get out of the relegation zone at all next season, and so they'll be heading down again for 2 relegations in 2 years. So in 22nd position for me is going to be a team that have just been promoted to Sky Bet League One. That is Tranmere Rovers. 2 promotions in 2 seasons that have seen them rise from the National League all the way up to now, of course, League One. But I think it's all going to stop here. I think they'll go straight back down to League Two. Obviously, they just lost the striker James Norwood on a free transfer to Ipswich, another team in League One, which I think to let him go on a free transfer is absolutely crazy. I think, he's a player who scored about 31 goals last season, who should be going for at least $1 million, if not more. So I think it's absolutely crazy that they've sold him on a free transfer. But I think they're going straight back down to League Two after only one season in League One. So the final relegation position, in my opinion, is going to go to Wycombe Wanderers. To be after this, at the end of the season, it'll be their 2nd season back in League One. Now they had a decent season last season. They didn't, mid-table, weren't really going to go anywhere. I think they played all right, but I just don't think they're going to cut it next season. I think there's going to be a lot of teams in League One next season that are going to overpower some of the weaker teams, you might say. So I think they're heading down to League Two. Me personally, I wouldn't like to go down to League Two. I think, obviously, I went to Wycombe away last season, and me personally, it was a very good away day. It was only 0-0, but it was still a very good away day. But so that's the only reason why I wouldn't want them to go down. But, I do personally think they're going to get relegated. So a couple of boring ones now, which I don't really have much to say for. I'm going to say 20th are going to be AFC Wimbledon, 19th Gillingham, 18th Oxford United, 17th Rochdale, 16th Southend, and 15th Bristol Rovers. So 14th position now, I believe, is going to be Accrington Stanley. Now, before I say anything, what an away day Accrington Stanley was last year. It was 2-1 to Blackpool. It was unbelievable. It was I think it was one of the first away days without Oyston being in charge of Blackpool. But what an away day it was. Thousands of Blackpool fans cramped into a small stadium, and thankfully, obviously, we saw Blackpool run out 2-1 victors. But I think Accrington Stanley are slowly on the up. They weren't bad last season, finished mid-table again, which, surprised, it's against all odds that they even stay in the league. But, so yeah, I think they're going to finish 14th in the table. And like I say, hopefully for Accrington to slowly rise up and, a couple of years, 3 or 4 years, be fighting, possibly for a championship position. 13th position now, I'm going to say, is Milton Keynes Dons, or MK Dons. Now, one thing I do want to say is what a game MK Dons versus AFC Wimbledon will be next season. Hopefully that will be televised, because that'll be an absolutely unbelievable derby to watch. There'll be a lot of nastiness around that derby. But yeah, newly promoted side to League One. Don't think they're really going to do much, so it's going to be 13th position for them. So in 12th position now is going to be Oxford United. Not much to say about Oxford. A couple of good players here and there, but they're not good enough to go up to the Championship, and they're not poor enough to go down to League 2. Mid-table for them, not going to do much. I did go to Oxford last season. Now I don't really want to talk too much about that. A long way to Oxford, and obviously Blackpool were absolutely dreadful and lost 2-0. Now in 11th position is going to be Shrewsbury Town. Again, a bit like Oxford, a decent team, but not good enough to go up, not poor enough to go down. So I think 11th in the table is better for them, just the one above mid-table. So yeah, it seems about right for them. As like I say, they are a decent side. They've signed a couple of good players this season. But yeah, so it's going to be 11th position for Shrewsbury Town. 10th position is a bit of a controversial team at the moment, Coventry City. Obviously, they're no longer going to be playing their home games at the Ricoh Arena in Coventry. They are now going to be playing their home games at St Andrews in Birmingham. This happened a couple of years ago, actually, when before they moved into Ricoh Arena, they were actually having to ground show Northampton Town. So, a bit of an unusual one. I'm really looking forward to going to Birmingham next season. I have been before to watch Blackpool play in the playoff semi-final, and of course Blackpool won, which was amazing. So hopefully we can go again next season and watch the Seasiders win. 9th position now is a newly promoted side, which is now Lincoln City. Lincoln were a very good side last season. I watched them on the TV on a couple of occasions, and it just seemed to almost dominate League 2 a little bit. So I don't reckon they're going to dominate League 1, but I reckon they'd be a good side up there, challenging for the playoffs at some parts of the season. I think when it comes down to the last game of the season, they will finish 9th. Now then, 8th is going to be Fleetwood Town, the local derby. What is it to say about Fleetwood Town? Not much really, apart from Nathan Delfondo scored a last minute winner against us. Now then, 7th is a bit of a controversial one, Sunderland. Now, Sunderland fans last season were saying, watch us in League 1, we're going to walk the league. Now that didn't happen. They got to the playoff final and they were beat by Charlton Athletic in the playoff final. So a bit of a funny one for football fans looking at Sunderland, saying that realistically they shouldn't be in our league. They are still realistically should be a Premier League side. Not with the players we've got now obviously, but Sunderland will always be remembered as a Premier League side. So a bit of a weird one that they are playing in League 1 still. But yeah, I still don't think they're going to get promoted, and I think they're going to finish in 7th. Now then, in 6th, it's going to be Blackpool. A playoff position finish, please, for the Seasider. It's all Blackpool fans can hope for, is to get into the playoffs come the end of the season. And then what happens from there happens from there. Hopefully it can lead to promotion, but all Blackpool fans want next season is a promotion push from the Seasiders. I do think we're good enough if we get new owners pretty quick from now, spend a little bit of money, let Terry improve the team where he thinks he needs to improve. Obviously sign a new striker, new centre-back, couple new players here and there, and I think next season we really can fight for promotion. Now then, in 5th position is going to be Peterborough United. Once again, what an away game that was last season, 2-2. Nathan Delfondo scored an unbelievable goal, and of course Alman Agnelli scored. Bottled the playoffs last season. They were floating around top of the league, automatic, and the playoffs last season. When it came to the end of the season, they finished outside of the playoffs, which for Peterborough fans that must have been pretty embarrassing considering the high level of football they were playing towards the start of the season. Now then, 4th position is going to be Rotherham United, relegated from the Championship last season, playing League 1 football next season, but I think they have a very good team, a team worthy to go back up to the Championship and give it another go. But I do think they want to finish 4th and secure a playoff place. Now, 3rd is going to be Doncaster Rovers, a team that were very, very unlucky last season not to get to the playoff final. Of course, losing to Charlton on penalties at the Valley in the second leg of the playoff semi-finals. But what a playoff that was last year between Doncaster and Charlton. Doncaster really, really pushed for it in that second leg, but like I said, we're unfortunate to lose on penalties. But I think next season they'll be at it again, finishing in 3rd place. And then potentially, I believe, they will go on and win the playoff final. Now then, we move on to the top 2 in the league, automatic promotion and the champions of League 1. Now, the automatic promotion is going to be a bit of a giveaway. They were relegated from the Championship last season, finished rock bottom after unbelievably poor season. That's Ipswich Town. I think they'll go back up again. Obviously, they've just signed James Nord from Tranmere, an unbelievable striker, on a free transfer, well, which is crazy that they've signed him on a free transfer, an absolute bargain. But I think they've still got some very good players in their team, a team worthy to play quality League One football and then potentially move back into Championship. So, if you haven't guessed it already, my prediction for top of the table, champions of League One, is Portsmouth. Now, once again, a team that were in the playoffs last season, losing out to Sunderland. Very unfortunate again, what a team they were last season. But yeah, I think they've got an unbelievable team again, an incredible team. And I think they're going to go, fighting for that place all season, play some absolutely outstanding football, and at the end of it, they will be champions of League One. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. That was my EFL League One 2019-20 season table prediction. Leave it down in the comments things you change or your prediction for next season in League One. I hope you enjoyed the videos, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.